What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Code Peterson tutorial. We have some Adobe Illustrator because recently we had Adobe Max. They released all the new features from their Creative Cloud suite, and there are some fun new functions in Adobe Illustrator. One of these is the Object on Path tool. I have these little buttons that I made, and they're all Spider-Man themed, and I want to place these evenly on a path. And this allows me to do that, and it automatically spaces them out real easily. The first thing is just create your path. In this case, I'm going to use a circle. You can use your pen tool if you would rather, and have like a curvy line, or you can use a shape or however you want that to be. But a circle works well for this example. Once you have that on there, then you can just select your objects. And I did it this way. Some of these I used Photoshop uh, and did some editing in there. But as you can see, there are a couple of these on here where I still have the Adobe Illustrator version. And I wanted to show you, even though this one is made of a lot of pieces that are grouped together, and the same with this one down here, it works the same whether it's a simple shape or a complex object that you've made or a grouped object. So you just select them all, and then you go over here to your tools and you go to objects on path. You click on that, and then you just move your cursor over to the path, and you'll see how that icon changed. And you click on there and it spaces them out evenly, just like that. Now, once it's on there, you can do a few things. Like here, there's the spacing. You can click and drag that. So maybe you want them to be closer together, or, to play around with that feature. The other thing you can do is where it says rotate all. There's a little cursor there, and you can rotate all of the objects on there if you would like. And then even here on this little context toolbar that pops up, you can choose where you want the rotation point of those objects to be, which is pretty awesome also. Now, the one thing that is a little bit harder to use with it, in this case, I don't really want some of these logos to be upside down, and I want to individually change those. But if I unselect that and I go back in here and I click on that again, I do not have the ability to rotate just one of those objects. What I can do is, with this selected, I can go to the top and go to Object and then find Objects on Path. And then I can go to Expand. And then once I still have that selected, I can go over here to Ungroup. And now if I select on the individual pictures, I can rotate these around and have them oriented straight up and down. Again, you might not always want that to be the case. Sometimes you do want them to move around. But if I was making something like a clock graphic, for example, I don't want the number six to be upside down, and confused with the number nine and like that. Finally, you can select your original path, and then you can either erase it or you can just change that stroke color to transparent. And you have your shapes arranged on there, or arranged on any path that you decide to create. Pretty awesome. I wonder if any of you have tried this out, or what are some creative ways you've used this objects on a path tool. Love to hear it. Mention it in the comments. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and we'll catch you on another video down the road.